All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC, and if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if he can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fight.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
All right, so here he is, Khabib Nurmagomedov. His future in all likelihood is in the UFC Hall of Fame, but his present is this fight right now, once again taking on a fellow top 10, 155 pounds.
And when you've done everything that Khabib has done, that's all you see, is the best the business has to offer. And after the McGregor fight, his star shined more brightly than he ever could have imagined. I know how humble Khabib is. I know how much he loves to live in privacy. I understand that, but when you beat a Conor McGregor in the way that he did, he became an international icon, and it shows as you watch him in his pursuits of just opportunities and everything. But nothing is available to Khabib if he does not take care of business in this octagon. And every time he steps foot there, he does exactly that. One of the most dominant fighters the UFC has ever seen.
Going into that Conor McGregor fight, UFC 229, October of 2018, had about 4 million Instagram followers. How about 15 million? You got some catching up.
I mean, the next day, he was up to 10. It was unbelievable. That's what happens when you fight Conor McGregor, and you beat him.
Most lightweights say, top to bottom, the toughest matchup for them in this division is Khabib Nurmagomedov. We'll see how it goes for him here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Murgliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter. Make his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 116 pounds. Fighting out of Makhatkala, Russia, the Giant. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, commit to the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting. You ready? Are you ready?
You see that a lot of times with wrestlers versus grapplers, right? The wrestler gets on top. He's got the strong base, and the grappler can't move it. He ends up stuck down there, wasting time. The wrestler starts to advance position and get ground and pound on.
Trying to establish that jab once again. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation. Nurmagomedov gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie, and they separate. And he landed the right hand there. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Oh, and he lands a punch there. Good connection by him on that.
Great connect, so fast, so accurate. Watch the ability to land anywhere.
Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC. As he gets close, he's out of the kicking range, he'll change his stance. Look at that switch knee. Beautiful switch knee. Oh, man, look at that. Picture perfect. He's got his chin in, but now it's starting to slip under the neck.
Oh, look at this. Jumps over into side mount to try to counter the guillotine. Maybe going with that Von Flue choke, or I guess we should probably call it the OSP at this point.
Don't let him control you. You control him.
Brilliant submission defense there. All right, full guard now, DC.
And for the guy on top, he needs to build posture or just go to the next position, start shoving that knee through, trying to get the half guard, which in turn will lead to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you need to be anticipating, you need to be framing, you need to be moving, looking for opportunities to either reverse the position or get back to your feet.
Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop the fight.
Got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. 20 seconds to go. Nurmagomedov's back in full mount. I mean, how many can he take? All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
Okay, now two, you ready? You ready? Let's go.
Nurmagomedov gets up. Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
Just out of range with the big right hand. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Pretty good right hand. He is going after that overhand right.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
It's because he's not committing to it fully. He throws his jab. He may float a right hand out there, but he's not really sitting down on the right hand. He really doesn't seem to have the intent on landing it. He's got to be confident that it's going to land, and he's got to really throw his whole entire body into those strikes. Right under the elbow, the body couldn't land.
And they separate. Oh, nice land there with the punch. You see, he's taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach. Oh, a little single collar tie there. Takedown defense holds up.
Caught that kick there.
All right, so a nice straight punch there after he caught the leg. He decides to punch out as opposed to going for any takedown. Nurmagomedov gets hit with a kick. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. And now he's got that tie clinch. We'll see what he can do with it. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. So 37 total strikes have now landed for Khabib Nurmagomedov. And landing half the shots tonight, 50% the accuracy rate against Khabib Nurmagomedov. Misses with the right hand. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two.
Good punch.
Under a minute now to go. Timing his shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up, keeping busy, being very active.
Oh, beautiful knee to the body by him there. Again, we talked off the top about his size advantage, and he put it to good use there. 20 seconds to go, round two. Oh, huge right hand! Now goes in and secures the takedown.
In a very close round, a takedown like that might be the difference.
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you will.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
All right, here we go, DC. Our next round is underway, and he's chasing some punch stat records tonight. That was some serious volume and efficiency in the previous round.
Normally you see that in boxing, where a guy just throws so many strikes. But this man has taken it to the octagon, looking to break all the punch records before the night is over.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Single collar tie out.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Nice liver shot lands. Nurmagomedov goes for the clinch here. Looks like he's trying to recover. He was stunned a little bit earlier. Let's see if he can get a respite here.
Punch over the top.
And they clinch. Oh, single collar tie here. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Oh, he's got that right hand going tonight, DC. Connected with it there.
He's thrown so many left jabs.
Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Nurmagomedov's back in half guard. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Nice, nice. You got this round. Be smart.
45 seconds remain in the round. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching.
Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. An attacking armbar.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode,
Luckily, he made it to the end of that round.
You ready? You ready?
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
Just out of range with that right hand. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, nice jab by him there, and I guess on the other side, hard to get your offense going when your head keeps getting snapped back like a Pez dispenser.
Every time he tries to go forward and use his own offense, the jab is stopping him in his tracks. He's doing a great job of fighting behind him. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back in range.
Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab. Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, big knee. Oh! Oh, he lands another strike to the body here. Really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight.
Right hand punch. Oh, he's hurt, he's gone. He's done, he's done. What a fight.
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up. And that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
And here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 22 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Giant!
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep that smile while he's sleeping tonight after what he was able to produce here.